Right now it's running. How do we verify that we're actually on the
Do you want me to?
YouTubes?
Maybe I'll check
Yeah,
YouTube
check
over
it.
here.
Check
Let's
check check
see.
check
You
it.
know,
Check it. Check.
I am Sans phone. The phone is soothing the 4-year-old to go to
Nice.
sleep.
All right. It's
Uh,
9:30, and it is
what are
now
you on YouTube slash what morning monorail or
Monday
do I just have to
morning. It
search?
should be Monday morning monorail on the YouTubes.
Didn't try to be.
I can't even
Do
see you
all
guys now. I need a preview.
Uh-oh.
Give me a preview.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay, there we go. But now it'll just show me the last person who spoke.
Oh.
Oh, you're doing gallery view instead of
Yeah.
or speaker
Well,
view
when it's
instead
in
of
the when
gallery
it's in the
view.
when it's in
Whatever.
the tiny box, all I can see is one person. So,
Right.
hello,
Oh,
Adam.
I do see us live.
Oh,
We
nice.
are live on
It's
YouTube.
happening.
We're
It's
there.
happening.
It's all together.
Okay.
And I can't
Down
see
there.
it at all, so I have no idea how this looks. But we've
We're
got.
kind of spotty, but I don't know if that's just me because I'm like connected.
No, I bet it's.
Uh-oh. Are you still there?
We're all here.
We're here. Are you not there?
Okay, I'm here.
What?
So-
We're all here.
Yes.
In
I'm
the
here.
Podbean room, we do have Nick and Adam who have joined us
Yes.
already. So good evening,
Hey,
guys.
Nick and Adam.
What's up?
Welcome to the most magical hour live.
That's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
Oh.
Yeah.
So,
In the poll, it took a late day surge and busted ahead.
It did. I think it surprised us all, really.
can Nick or Adam maybe check YouTube to see if we're just frozen?
No.
Because
Oh,
that's
that's a
what
good
I
question.
see, and I don't know if it's just because I'm in it and maybe that's messing with something. I don't know how all this
it knows
technology
you're there.
works.
I'm also
Yeah.
going to check.
We're not showing you anything. We know you're on
Yeah.
it. We're not going to show you what you're watching of
Watch
yourself.
some old folks struggle with technology. That's what tonight's
Yeah,
live
that should be the
feed
real name.
is. Yeah.
Old
Old
people and
folks
technology.
struggling with technology.
That should have been on the poll.
It says we're
Yes.
live. Let me see. We look frozen to me.
know.
But at least you're smiling, Jen, and
Oh well,
That's good.
you know.
yeah. You've got
I'll try not to make any weird faces.
You look happy. Well, I don't know. Maybe they've got audio, but it's a still image. I don't know. For those of you who, if you could see us, I actually have a
Yes.
green screen behind me tonight.
Yes.
I'm on Main Street right here
Yes.
with Roy and Minnie behind me. This was a picture I took. I was very proud of this picture.
It
got-
is a good
It's a good
picture.
picture.
Castle and everything.
Where
So-
are the people behind your head?
This was, I think, a party night where like it was end of the night, everybody was gone, and I was like, oh, so you've got a couple people in the background, but very, very few. It was a rare opportunity to get an empty Main Street, which was very cool. So we got Jocelyn in the Podbean room.
Hi, Jocelyn.
What is up? And Adam says he sees some movement, by the way.
Are we
So-
like robots?
Yeah, I think the YouTube. So what's happening, guys, is we're streaming in two places. I'm streaming to the Podbean, and as long as that's good audio, that's good. But I'm also streaming to YouTube from my same computer, and so it is what
Justin's
it is.
expectations are lofty for the most magical hour.
Yeah, well, I
We're
like
trying to be as magical as possible.
That's true.
Exactly. I want to be as magical as possible. I want as many people to be able to join us as possible.
Yes.
But I will not be monitoring the comments on YouTube because I can't. There's only one of me, guys.
There's only so much hosting you can do, Justin.
Yeah, only so much.
That's right.
I know.
Are you as you're streaming to YouTube? Are you doing it through Zoom?
No, I'm using OBS
Oh,
because apparently you can stream to YouTube from Zoom,
right.
but you have to have like some
The big one.
$40 membership a month or something. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Got
So,
it.
but guys,
Yeah.
sorry, I was just going to tell you, it's Wear Your Ears Day, right?
I did hear it. It was one of
Okay,
I
I'm
got
so
ears.
confused because I
fail.
I got
can't.
ears
I
on.
meant to grab mine out of the 4-year-old's room and fail. Jen's thinking about it. She's wondering where they could be.
If you've got some ears, you got to put them on.
Ears.
It's Wear Your Ears Day.
I definitely don't have my ears
Jen
in
is searching.
earshot.
Okay. Yeah.
So the most magical hour, I'm just going to say out loud,
Say
I
it.
feel a lot of pressure when it comes to the most magical hour.
Why?
Because I feel it is more variety show based, and my entertaining bones and senses feel the need to be more on and more funny, and it's like a lot. It triggers an old
I see.
thing in my body.
You're saying it's
and
like
dinner party
is more casual.
The dinner party was more casual, and like I eat after 9 o'clock most of the time anyway. So I was like, oh, perfect. I'll eat. All right.
Gotcha.
So now I gotta like get the balance back. Oh, there's Jen's ears. See, now I'm the failure. I'm the failure.
Awesome.
Hold on, let me take.
All right, I'm gonna go. Jen, you take over. I'm gonna see what I can grab.
Okay.
I interrupted you anyway.
Oh,
perfect. There you go. Yeah, mine are sitting kind of funny anyway. Nice widow's peak sticking out here.
I kept seeing I don't know where I saw it first. It said it was Friday, and I was like, oh, I have to remember that. And then all of a sudden, people started popping up today, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I thought this was.
Yeah.
I failed. What kind of professional podcaster am I?
There's a lot going on in the world.
Right, it's true. But it does make it perfect because I did get the 3-year-old who was walking around in these ears today, which is the only reason I knew where they were, while sporting her Dillo's Diz shirt. Fantastic picture. I mean, she's probably the new poster child, but nice. I'd probably have to show her face for that. So,
you like to put those emojis over.
I do.
You can do that.
I don't know.
Drunk stormtrooper style. Can't show the face.
Exactly. They're that.
These don't count. I don't think.
What are what do you have? Antlers?
Antlers.
I'm so sorry.
I don't think antlers are ears.
Antlers are not ears.
No. Right.
Are we frozen in time? As Frank's like, I have antlers.
Here I am, everybody. I'm fine.
I've got us running on my. I'm looking on my phone to watch the stream, and actually now it's jerky, but it's like way behind. Right. I've got ears on. You've got ears on. Frank just came back with his antlers.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So there's a little bit of a delay. It's like TV,
Things are happening, guys.
But everyone that's on Podbean, y'all can hear us good? Are we spotty? Yeah. Tell us what you hear.
Yeah, is the audio okay? That's important. I think that's the most important thing, and we'll figure out the video later.
Yeah.
Okay, Jocelyn says we sound perfect. Oh, no, you sound perfect, Jocelyn.
Right, Jocelyn, you're perfect.
She's doing her own virtual meetup this week.
Yes.
I know, and you know what? So this is month end, and as an accountant, I have to work month end, and Saturday is a day I have to work. So I'm hoping that we'll be done by the time that starts. We're probably going to have to pre-record our challenge for the Lilo and Stitch watch party. So, yeah. You guys got to get on board with that.
I know.
Where you been?
We are failing at it, and I always come in. I'm like, I just missed it again. I did because the first one, I was like, I totally missed this. I didn't even see anything. I don't know what happened. I'll be on the ball next week. Missed it.
Yeah, got it. I mean, last week I started tweeting during it because the 4-year-old was like, I want to watch Rapunzel. I was like, all right. So I put on Tangled. So I'm watching Tangled and started tweeting about Lion King. I was like, this doesn't feel right at all. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's a great time, though. And I want to tell everybody, if you are not already joining in to the watch party that Jocelyn's been hosting, the Disney Movie Club watch party, where have you been? You got to get involved. We're having a blast every Saturday, 2 p.m., and you've got a week to watch the movie and then get on board. And so the first movie was Pirates of the Caribbean, and Jocelyn posted a fun fact about Johnny Depp and the way that he moves in that movie and how it was inspired by Keith Richards, and he's got this funny way to run. And of course, I wanted to get on board with that run. I had to try it. I was like, I can totally do a Johnny Depp run. And so just kind of inspired by my need to be silly, launched this whole now we're doing a challenge every week for this watch party, which is fun. I enjoy it. So
for your Lion King one was very good, and also I want to say that really I was distracted because I felt like your beard should have been more grown in by that point.
I know.
And so that was my first reaction, was like, oh my God, his beard still isn't even really a 5 o'clock shadow yet. What's happening?
I know. So the kids told me that I was going to get a lot of hate if I posted that on social media, because they're like, you put Nutella on Ringo's head and you're going to get cat lovers yelling at. I'm like, he could eat what's wrong with that? I don't know, but apparently it's a thing. So
well, did anyone come after you for it?
Well, no one did. But you know what? I tried to post it to TikTok, and I don't know if something happened to it. but like the sound didn't post, and then it's like it's got 0 views. So I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know if somehow it like got flagged for some reason.
Now,
Sometimes
Jen,
sounds like if you're doing your own sounds, sometimes they don't go through because I think they have copyrights for pretty much every sound out there, but every once in a while, like I've had that happen too, where it won't really do it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
no, I was going to say that I felt like this was a segue, even though Jen's going to kill me about it on Theme Park Thursday with this week, is that I felt like we were segueing towards a Tiger King discussion after talking about how you were treating your cat.
Well, Justin and I have watched it.
We have.
Where are you at?
Oh, Justin, you have watched it. I don't think I was aware that Justin watched it.
Oh, look at the can. Fancy.
It appeared to like be an illusion because it's green and faded right into your green screen image. Very nice.
Where's your face? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we have. We couldn't help ourselves. In one gluttonous day, we finished Tiger King. So
yes. Yep, we did. We sat down going, all right, we'll check it out. We had no idea, even like, is this a movie? Is it episodes? We didn't even realize until the first one ended. And we're like, this is crazy. We'll go like one more. Nope, all 7. One sitting, did not even move. And we're like, what is happening? Because the end of, there's a lot of things that leave cliffhangers at the end of episodes. But this was just like, what?
Yeah.
Well, I have to see this. I have to keep going. And you just.
No, I refuse. I can't do it. And Jen, you haven't done Love is Blind yet, even though I told you don't, even though I knew you would. Yeah. Go ahead.
I have done some of it, actually. And I need to talk to Mrs. DeLua about this because I thought you had dropped that she had binged it. And then I started watching it. Literally the next day, forgot that I had watched some of it the night before until I went into Netflix and went, oh yeah, I was watching that last night. Yeah, I'll put some more. So I know kind of what happens, like, or towards the end, but I'm still coming and going with it. But I do need to touch base with Mrs. Dillo about it.
Yeah, Justin, if you don't know that one, I was it was when Mrs. Dillo was sick for a couple of days, so I was working and in and out a lot, and I watched a lot. I know enough, but it's a dating show, Justin, and everyone's in like different pods, so you don't actually meet until you like propose to one another.
Okay.
So you got to propose at some point, and then that's when you finally meet or whatever.
Because you each have like your own little couch and room area, and there's this blue wall between you, so you can't see anything.
Interesting.
And then they send you off on your life for a little while, and you find out who survives
and then
at the end of it.
Ensues.
So,
okay,
because they send everyone to the altar at the end of it, and then it's literally, who will say I do at the altar at the end of this series.
So we are getting a caller, my friends.
Oh yes.
Ooh, good, because we're just talking about nonsense.
So, okay, so Big Rick is calling in, and he says he has something to say about Corona.
Oh,
okay.
So this should be interesting.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Big Rick, you have something to say about Corona? Oh, nice. I like the audio. Set in a mood.
All right. Most magical hour, everyone. Oh yeah.
Where are we going?
It's not the most funky hour.
It might be the funkiest hour.
Yeah.
Okay, are we just listening to the song because? All right, that was great. Fantastic.
Big Rick coming in strong.
Okay, Big Rick, thanks for that. When you open up the lines, this is what happens.
You never know.
I love it.
Now we got Adam.
Live.
Adam's calling us.
Yes,
all right, Adam.
What's up, Adam? You gonna play a song for us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, thanks for calling, Adam. Well, we're only
let's
taking
see what
musical
happens.
numbers.
We've got Jocelyn calling in too, so let's see. Now we got Jocelyn and Adam. Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Jocelyn? Hello.
Hello.
We can't hear Jocelyn.
Are you there now?
Are you there? Can you hear me now?
Do we still have Adam?
I'm here.
Adam's here.
Okay. Jocelyn? No.
Jocelyn hung up.
No,
She'll
just
call us
Adam.
back. What's up, Adam?
Okay.
What's going on? We're glad you're
Hi,
still
Adam.
awake past your bedtime.
I am. Past my bedtime, guys.
Yeah.
Adam, are you working from home? What's the dilly?
I'm doing work from home and then going in a couple days. Gotta
Oh.
go in and out.
Okay.
Yeah, I was calling because first of all, nobody's wearing fedoras. That was a little.
It's
Oh,
wear
wow.
your
Wow.
ears day,
That's a good
Adam.
point.
It's not wear your fedora day.
True.
That's true. And wanted to say this is great. I just wish you guys would do it a little earlier because it's late.
Yeah,
Mm.
here's the thing, Adam. We have listeners and fans all over the world. And
Everywhere.
there's this little thing called time zone. So if
So
we
many countries.
if we want our friends to be able to listen over on the West Coast, then we got to go on a little bit later because it's only 6:30 for them when we go live. So
As far as I'm concerned, there are 11 countries, and they're all in Central Florida.
oh,
So as long as
it's a good point.
as long as they're on the same time zone as we are, then we're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fair point he makes.
Adam, are
Right.
you in or out on Tiger King?
I watched 20 minutes of the first episode. It's very intense, and I needed to take a break.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
couldn't-
are you going to
couldn't do it
jump back
all.
in?
I will go back in. I then switched over to The Office. I needed some more humor in my life.
Oh yeah, well.
Well, and that
Tiger-
was my plan, was to I'll watch a little bit and then I'm going to need some nonsense and just kind of zone out to something light before I go to sleep.
Right.
I didn't have a chance to do that because by the time I finished it, it was almost midnight. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we started, I guess, Saturday. It was probably after we watched Lion Kings because that felt appropriate. We were like Lion King right into Tiger King. And we ended up just, when I wasn't trying to recreate a scene from The Lion King, we watched Tiger King, and man, it was a trip. But I kind of feel like, did you all watch Making a Murderer? Because it was the same kind of thing.
no.
Like, if you watched one episode, you had to watch the next one, and then you had to watch the next. You couldn't just stop. You're like, I can't stop with the information I have right now and not know what's going to happen.
Right.
So
That's why I'm not starting. No, can't do it.
Just
Do it.
do
Just
it a
sit
day.
there.
Ow.
Just sit a
I
night.
refuse.
Just
It's a
knock
fast
it out.
watch.
Oh,
And
God.
you're watching This Is Us, right? So
Yes.
you're already on a different
Yeah.
level of intensity anyway.
Yeah.
My stomach
Emotional
hurts all the time.
intensity.
It's fine.
Yeah, I get
Do you
it.
think everyone would be watching this the Tiger King here if we weren't all in this kingdom of isolation that we're in? Like, do you think people be like this into it?
No.
Well, I mean, but there have been other things like this that have popped up, like I said, like Making a Murderer, that just
Yeah.
like took off like super fast. And I mean, I think it probably got traction faster because the fact that we're all at home and doing nothing more than watching Netflix. But yeah.
Hey, Adam, can I ask you another question?
Absolutely.
On the Monday Morning Monorail podcast, I was bouncing between episodes recently, or it started repeating an old one or whatever. And the whole chicken nugget conversation came up about how, you were disappointed that Garrett doesn't eat, doesn't really favor chicken nuggets, and that you do. And then it became a discussion about expanding your palate. What are your go-to places to eat if you're spending a couple of days in Walt Disney World?
Oh.
First of all, I have an expanded palate.
That's debatable.
I-
We'll find out,
I
Adam.
really just wanted to know what his was because I wanted to put my 2 cents in as to who actually does have the best chicken nuggets. But because he doesn't eat them, then that conversation, I guess.
I see.
failed, and that
So
was
this
it.
was the old, I'm going to ask a question because I already have an answer for it. I see where you're coming from, Adam.
But the best chicken nuggets, FYI, are at Artist Point at Wilderness Lodge.
Okay.
I was with Mark Bridger from our show, and one of their kids ordered the adult portion because he was an adult on the dining plan, and so they just give you this big bowl of tenders and fries, huge. Like there's like 8 chickens on this bowl. Okay, like 8. It's like the equivalent of 8 chickens.
8 chickens worth.
So yeah, I mean, so I picked at it, and I was like, this is the best thing, best chicken tenders I've ever had. Artist Point.
You clearly haven't had the buttermilk crispy chicken tenders from McDonald's because they are delicious.
Well, maybe like in Disney proper.
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Adam, I have a
That's fair.
question though. Where do you stand on like a nugget versus a tender? Are they all the same? Is it all the same kind of category for you?
No, I think a tender. If I had my choice, I'd rather have a tender with like a honey mustard sauce or something like that. That's what I'd rather have.
Well, I think we'd all prefer a tender over a nugget because a nugget, you just don't know what's really in there. I think that's what it boils down to. When you look at a tender, at least you know it's a chance that it was a piece of meat from a
probably
chicken.
white meat. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, and like to your point, Adam, back in the day, back when I was a cast member, I used to just go into what is now the ABC commissary because I used to enjoy their chicken nuggets. But if I'm eating chicken tenders, I'm going off property and going to the Ale House, obviously, for some zingers.
Zingers.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Zinger the outhouse? Is that what you said?
Ale House.
Oh, Ale House.
Going to the outhouse for some zingers.
No, because I was.
That's a whole different experience.
No.
I mean, you might. It depends how it ends.
That's later. That's after the Ale House.
Mm-hmm. This is what happens when these shows go live. You see what happens, everybody? This is
where
I wanted to answer Frank's question. So
sure,
best place to eat.
We tangented. Sorry.
It's okay. I love Narcoossee's at the Grand Flow. If you're interested in a intimate, quiet experience, like with less children, it's very quiet in there. It's not a big restaurant. The tables are kind of sectioned away, so you're not like in a big room. There's a lot of, half walls, so it's not like a big open space. California Grill is great, but it's like a big open space, and it can get loud in there. So it's not as, romantic or whatever as maybe Narcoossee's is. California Grill though has excellent food, and I will not turn down a meal there for sure.
Can you see the fireworks from Narcoossee's?
You could kind of see the tops of them, but it's so low, you're not going to see any projections or anything like that.
Well, I didn't think. Yeah, I mean, it's not. From most angles outside the parks, you can't really see castle projections. But yeah,
that's by that question. I was going to ask you, Justin, if you had been to Narcoossee's yet.
No, I haven't. I mean, because until we went to Enchanted Rose, I hadn't even been in the Grand Floridian.
Oh, that's right.
So. Yeah. I don't step foot in there. I'm not allowed. They look at me and they're like, "You can't. You're not. This is not for you."
Frank, when was the last time you were in Narcoossee's?
Oh, probably with you guys. With the whole family, 20 years ago. We used to go there often. I feel with some regularity. I guess it wasn't like a regular spot, but I feel like every couple of trips we were there. For sure. Adam, is that if you're going to have a nice wine and dine romantic evening, take someone out on Walt Disney World property, Narcoossee's?
If I ever get to that point, sure.
Oh, sure you will, Adam. That big, beautiful head of hair you've got going on, The ladies love running their fingers through it.
And I am late on the hair cutting, so it's
you and everybody
else.
Well,
everybody is. I mean,
I'm not. I go in the shower and shave it off. It's fine.
Well, yeah, you.
That's what I was going to do, and I ended up shaving my whole face off.
Yeah. Another hidden gem, Spice Road Table at Epcot.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys talked about it. It very good, nice views of the water, and very, very nice cast members there serving you. Wonderful people.
I want to see if Jocelyn can actually hear us now. Jocelyn, what do you think of Spice Road Table?
I don't know. We've never ate there.
Ah.
Can you hear me though?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi, Jocelyn.
Okay.
What's up?
Hi. It's a party.
No, it's the most magical hour.
It's the most
party.
magical. And by the way, while we have an opportunity, we've got some people in the studio right now or in the chat box that I feel like are totally unfamiliar with our shows, and so I want to just do a quick heads up introduction, whatever you might want to call it. So we have on the line Frank and Jen and Frank of Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. They are the #1 sibling Disney podcast in all the land.
Sure. Disney podcast. Yeah, number 9 sibling
I mean,
podcast.
if you're going
is what
for
they
all, right.
No,
I mean,
no,
let's,
the
Disney
number
related, but
one
overall.
Thursday.
No,
you don't want to
one.
spread
Come on.
rumors.
You're the
Number
number
one.
you're the number one Thursday release Disney sibling hosted podcast.
That's right.
That I'm telling you, that's correct.
Right.
I don't think that can be challenged.
And
Yeah.
then I'm Justin. I am from the Monday Morning Monorail podcast, and we collectively are Disney lovers. And we decided to do a live show on Tuesday nights to put a little magic into the live feeds, talk a little Disney, and then whatever else comes up too. So that's where we're coming from.
Tiger King. whatever.
Tiger King, chicken nuggets, whatever it may be. But Jocelyn, Lilo and Stitch coming up this week.
It is.
I'm very excited about this one because, and I'm going to save it for Saturday, but the first time I ever saw Lilo and Stitch was in a very unique theater that I've only been to once and I'll probably never go to again. And I got to see it before it actually was in the theaters. So,
Well,
Teaser.
That's special.
yeah.
I have
Nice.
never seen Lilo and Stitch.
Oh my!
Like,
Frank! Oh,
Dropping a bomb on
your
us.
third fail of the same 30 minutes.
yeah. Oh wow. She's keeping
We
track
had
of your
antlers
fails.
on
You
instead
hear
of
this?
ears, and now we've never seen
The
Lilo
ears
and
is a
Stitch.
fail.
Like this is.
I'm very disappointed in myself about the ears. It's true. I thought my lack of watching Tiger King was a fail. Thanks, Jocelyn.
That is also a fail.
Well,
Jocelyn, in or out on Tiger King? Will you cave and watch it? No pun intended. Tiger cave. I don't know if that's all really.
I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted if we do see it. We have not
You
yet.
cannot watch it with Mac.
yeah, I don't think Max should watch it.
Oh no, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, just a heads up.
It's just, yeah.
Is Mac Mackenzie?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I just had to plug Mackenzie. She sent me a wonderful bracelet that she handmade. I tweeted about it I don't know, at the beginning of the week or last. I don't even remember anymore because
Me
I don't
neither.
even know what
It's
day it
fine.
is. But wonderful, and I just got to figure out how to put it on because it's needs a tie and only have one extra hand.
Yeah.
That's
Very
another
true.
fail for us because as Dillos, we said we were going to come up with colors and we never did. And I still have no bracelet because we haven't come up with colors. So maybe that should be decided right now. Go
Oh,
pick the
blue,
colors.
blue and orange.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, well,
Wait, you're
Whoa,
picking
Justin.
Broncos colors? I mean, we'll make that bracelet.
Oh,
happen.
okay. I can
That's
we're
accept.
right.
picking
We
Mets
were
and
doing-
Islanders colors. Thank you very much.
I was,
But the Broncos, yes, Jocelyn, yes.
I went college and I was thinking Gators and I was like, come on, Frank.
Oh no. Mets and Islanders.
Okay. Acceptable.
Jocelyn, what led you to do the virtual meetup for Saturday afternoon, seemingly after Lilo and Stitch?
Well, here it is. I'm going to get to plug my husband because, we've been doing these Disney movie chats, and he said we need to do some type of virtual happy hour. And I was like, okay, well, we got to at least be a little more kid friendly than that. So I've been thinking about it and over the last few days, and I was like, okay, I got this. So there you have it.
Yeah.
We're going to
Excellent.
virtually meet up.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
I love it.
However, bring your drink. I mean, that isn't to say that it isn't.
Right.
That's why I tried to plan it around a happy hour time,
Mm-hmm.
to keep that in there. But it'll be family friendly at least.
I like it. Well, you should probably warn everyone joining that it's family friendly.
That's
just in case things
probably a
get
good
crazy.
heads
Well, we've been learning Zoom lately because Mackenzie has to do her school live meetings with Zoom.
Yeah.
And so today I learned you can mute everybody. So I'll have the power to literally mute everybody and then unmute people as we need to. So I figured that's a safe
good.
way for me. And Lewis over at Disney Pick a Day was like, we're going to need a good moderator. And I was like, I think I got it.
There you go.
But you know what? We're going to try it once. If it goes great, maybe we'll do it again. If it doesn't, then we're going to just toss that one aside and pretend it never happened in a couple weeks.
I like it. I'm excited. How is she doing with Zoom schooling?
Good. She only does that like every couple days, and it's just for like a little bit to see the class. But otherwise, she just literally does a lot of homework.
Yeah, that's what's going on with Garrett too.
Wouldn't say it's her favorite thing, but they're gonna survive.
Yeah.
It's better than summer school, so.
Yeah.
True.
She just yelled, "That's awful."
It's an interesting new world that we're navigating and our kids are navigating right now. And I do wonder, like, even when things start to normalize and we get back to some sense of like getting out of the house and being able to gather and all that sort of thing, like what sorts of impacts this is going to have to how, like, will it change like how kids go to school potentially? Like, I don't know, like, could it be that maybe they don't have to go every day and they do some of this? And I think about that too, like impacting the office. Like, if businesses continue to run well with everybody working from home, why do you need to have everybody come in the office?
That's right.
You know, it's that sort of thing. Like, we were talking about this the other day, and I can't remember if it was on the show or not, but we were just talking about, like, for those of us who lived through 9/11 and can remember, like, before 9/11 and after 9/11, it seriously changed a lot of things, travel globally especially, but really security in a lot of ways and just a lot of different things. And I feel like this event is going to have ripple effects that impact us in ways that we don't realize yet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, not to be a bummer.
I just think it's, and everything is changing like still daily. You hear something else today. I mean, you know, in our area, one of the hardest hit right here. That they are restricting travel. They really don't want you going into another state or doing any kind of unnecessary travel right now. And I heard that in Rhode Island, they're pretty much turning everyone away that does not have Rhode Island plates on their car. So even if you're just passing through, you're trying to go somewhere else, they're stopping you and asking questions and all of it. I'm like, that's so crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
But yeah.
I just want to take a second because I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look at your Twitter. But did you see that you got a response to the tweet where you asked people to join us live tonight?
Oh, no, I did not see that.
You might want to take a look at that. It's kind of interesting.
Uh-oh.
Oh, gosh.
Do I actually want to see it?
I don't know.
What?
Right?
Wait.
All
right, well, don't, no spoilers.
No spoilers.
Oh, all right, I won't spoil it for you.
Hurry up, old man.
I can't. It's I can't.
Oh Lord!
You can't work the thing. How do you do it?
The World Wide Web.
Scrolling. It's the
www.
Oh man, that is the best.
Aww.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So.
Love it. And look, I didn't even plan it, but Sam's wearing the Mickey Mouse Club shirt there. I am wearing a Mickey Mouse Club shirt here.
Exactly. Exactly. Maybe Jason's gonna join us in the live stream right here tonight.
Oh man, stop it!
Stop it!
No, but
we don't handle celebrities coming into our lives very well. We kind of
not the personal collections one. No, I have the scope of celebrities I have run into at my job. It definitely, the closer personal connection I have, the more hamana I get.
Well, and we did that Instagram live. Where why am I blanking?
Bob Nelson,
local comedian, all of a sudden was watching. We're like, oh hey, Bob Nelson. Frank's like, oh hey, Bob Nelson.
He totally froze up. That was really funny.
We're like, okay, we're cool. We could totally do this.
Frank, you were like mid-story, and you were like, I don't know what I was saying. I don't know what I'm doing.
It goes very well.
So funny.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, my celebrity stories are random, and I don't know which ones I've told by now. But the one I
don't think you've told many because not many people probably even realize that you encounter celebrities.
No, my favorite one, and I just where was I that I just told this? I don't want to repeat it, but I was in an elevator with Katy Perry, and it was just me and Katy Perry, and it's like 4 or 5 years ago. But she was not glammed up.
Yeah.
She was dressed down, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and like I'm being cordial, whatever. And like 90 minutes, she gets out of the elevator and goes. And 90 minutes later, she walks by me again, all glammed up this time, and just kind of gives me a look like, "Yep, that was me in the elevator. That was me."
Yep,
and I was like,
me.
"Oh, it's Katy Perry." What?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But no personal connection to Katy Perry, so
no person. Yeah, right. It wasn't a
could have been cooler about it.
I could have been, but I wasn't, because it was more like I'm a moron.
Yeah, well, I haven't had too many where I've just totally frozen up. The closest story that I could tell you, of course, it's related to Tennessee sports, but this is someone who transcends Tennessee sports. So we were eating at this place called Litton's in Knoxville, which is like a burger tavern. It's a popular place to go for really good, beefy, high-quality burgers in North Knoxville. And they've got kind of a back room that's a little more romantically lit, has a little more theming to it. And we go back there, and it was, I guess at this time, we're talking 97. So I'm like, 15. And I'm sitting there at the table with my parents, and I look over and I was like, that is Peyton Manning. And because he was a senior, he was a junior. No, he was a.
It's like, what?
He was a junior at the time, and he was there on a date.
Oh my God.
And so like I kept looking at my mom, and I was like, I would love to go say hi to Peyton Manning. She was like, do it. And I was like, but he's here on a date. I don't want to go interrupt him. And she's like, it'll be fine. Just go say hi. So I totally did, but I didn't bother him for too long. I was like, hi, Mr. Manning. I'm, a nerdy 15-year-old introducing myself to a junior in college. Like, it's so weird now. Like, but I'm glad I did it. But I actually met him a few times after that. He's the nicest guy. Like, so super nice and down to earth and friendly.
Was he in the same graduating class, like draft year, as Randy Moss? And I'm trying to think if I've seen him in person before.
Randy Moss was maybe a little before him.
Yeah.
Who?
Randy
We're
Moss.
Talking Peyton Manning, Randy Moss. Randy Moss, I think. Was
Yeah. What was the question? I'm sorry.
98. Were they in the same graduating class? Because there was 4 there was a whole collection of college football draft picks from the same year that had come into the ESPN club on the boardwalk when we were just eating there one night, and that was and I remember Randy Moss because he was standing right next to me, but I'm pretty sure Peyton was in that group too. But maybe it was
Peyton Manning, Randy Moss, Charles Woodson,
Charles Woodson.
Raiders.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kyle Turley to the Saints, Greg Ellis, Dallas, who I think played for the Jets, right? Fred Taylor to the Jaguars.
Fred Taylor, yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Leaf came out.
Ryan
Takeo
Leaf, he was
Spikes to the Bengals.
Yeah.
Right.
Randy Moss is the only Hall of Famer because Peyton Manning is not a Hall of Famer yet. Alan Faneca from the Jets, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. Wow.
You got Adam quick to the Google
talk.
there.
I
like it.
haven't had sports in months.
Right?
Yeah. Let's all talk sports.
We can always reminisce about sports from the past. We're gonna invent our own sports, homemade sports. That's one of the things I keep seeing is like people doing like trick shots or just challenging themselves in their house like with different things.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can totally do that kind of
Well,
stuff.
and like the dominoes, mousetrap stuff. Have you seen that? Like throughout people's houses,
Oh,
they
yeah.
drop the marble and all the dominoes go throughout the whole house, and there's contraptions and the slingshots and it's crazy.
How does the dog or the cat not, disrupt the whole thing?
Yeah. Just sitting there watching it. Justin, I don't know how you guys haven't created a Disney attraction in your house and put it on TikTok like so many have. I think that's right up your guys' alley.
It is, but at the same time, like I see all these people doing it. I'm like, I'm okay with everybody else doing that. I'm honestly like,
I'm gonna let you guys have that one. You know what? It's okay.
Justin, your family will give us dinosaur, and you will like it.
We could do that. We could do dinosaur.
I haven't seen that one before.
Well, but when this started is actually around the time that it's been like a couple of weeks, right? So it was when we started doing the Disney Movie Club with Jocelyn, and I'm busy recreating scenes from Disney movies.
That's true.
I was gonna credit you with that and say that you're doing something different. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I don't know why, but like typically, so on the Disney social media, when I see like these different, you know how people are using that meme right now, it's the girl from like one of the little characters from Arthur, and she's holding on to a chain link fence, looking at something, and then on the other side is something that they're like missing, or so it might be like the castle or something, behind me. So I see things like that, and I'm like, I'm not gonna. I don't know why, but like I feel like I don't want to do memes on the Disney Twitter. Like I'm not doing that kind of stuff. I don't know why. Because I would totally do it on my own.
Right.
You're one of those. Everyone else is doing it. I'm not doing it.
Maybe it is that, and that's stupid. I don't know.
Tracy, sorry, Jen. Go ahead. You first, and I'll go. Go. I was gonna rope it around here since Pirates of the Caribbean was the first of the movies, and then we were talking about celebrity encounters, and since Johnny Depp often dresses up as Jack Sparrow and appears in Disneyland, and he's showed up in other places dressed, that there was a rumor at the Renaissance Festival I still work at, that he had come to a Pirates weekend, because we have a Pirates themed weekend there every year, and had dressed as Jack Sparrow. And now no one has confirmed this. It hasn't been denied, but there's definitely performers who are like, I know that I brushed him off because it was just another pirate dressed as Jack Sparrow, because so many people come as Jack Sparrow. But that day, I heard that Johnny Depp was there, and I totally blew him. I was like, you don't know that it was.
Yeah, you never know.
Stop beating yourself up. It's totally fine. But supposedly, Johnny Depp had shown up at our Renaissance Festival dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow.
No one has photo evidence. There's nothing.
I don't.
It could be just another.
I was reminded of it and then Googled it and nothing. So
yeah,
I don't.
Interesting. I want to talk about celebrity encounters in the park. Sorry, Jen. Sorry, Jen.
Oh no, that's good. No, it's good you wanted to talk about that, because I was going to tote my little celebrity encounter in a park.
Yeah. Okay, do it.
Oh, perfect. So great. Back when I was an operating participant and working in Innoventions West, Vanilla Ice came in.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Hung out in my exhibit where I was like, you're just hanging out in the IBM exhibit. What are you doing? Vanilla. I think I was taking a nap on the office chairs in the break room, and someone I worked with came running and Vanilla Ice is here. I'm like, shut up! And I jumped up and ran out, and we were all just staring at him and watching him go around the exhibit. It was pretty awesome. No one got a picture with him, but I think I still had my Nextel phone at that point, so
oh yeah,
that
chirp,
probably doesn't help.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Raven Simone came in too, but she was there for some event. We all got a picture with her, but
You got a picture with Raven Simone?
I'll find it for you. Talk amongst yourselves.
When I was a cast member, the only ones I can recall is when I was working very closely with the Genie in character dining. Emmett Smith and Steven Tyler were the two that I recall.
That's cool.
It's cool because at the time I think there was all the beginning stages of Rock and Roller Coaster, and then when I was a tour guide at Universal, we took Left Eye from TLC and her entire family all around both parks.
I was going to ask you that exact question. As a VIP tour guide, did you ever have celebrity guests?
Yeah, that was a lot of international celebrities because I was lower on the totem pole, but
but they gave you Left Eye.
I got Left Eye.
That's cool.
There was 3 of us with a large family. Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah. Jocelyn, have you ever run into any celebrities in the parks?
No. Well, we've seen Bernie Kosar's talking about sports, but that was it. That's the only.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cleveland Browns quarterback.
Yeah. Adam?
Yeah.
Adam?
3.
All right.
On New Year's Eve in the Magic Kingdom, Maxim Sharkovsky.
Oh, yeah.
Dancer, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
In Disneyland last year, Ashton Kutcher with his kid on his shoulders.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
And the third was
Where was Mila?
The Polynesian lobby. I saw Justin and Sam, Monorail and family.
Oh, I see what you did there.
The most disappointing of all celebrity sightings.
Well,
Here's
Jen's holding up the picture.
Oh,
Here's
yeah,
Raven,
she's in there.
and there's me right there. There's Raven and me.
This
Yeah.
could
And
be
that's
anybody.
OPP right behind me.
Will that go on Instagram? Are you allowed to do that? What happens with that picture?
Yeah, I thought I had. If not, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people need to see that.
Let me post that. Of course, obviously they do. Do I have to like emoji everyone except me and Raven?
I think
Maybe
I
I
did
can just sort of
also-
smush us closer together. See what I can do.
When Islands of Adventure opened in '99, that was when I was a tour guide there. So that whole